Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jewel. We are going to make the cover to the journal. I had actually taped starting to make this cover, and I did not like the way it was coming out. And because I wanted to lay this piece on the front, and I just did not like how bright the color was, and I tried this and I did not like that either. So I decided to cover it with cardstock. And I found a piece. I didn't really want to add another piece of cardstock because I don't want the journal to be too bulky. Here's the inside. I already flipped through that with you. I'm going to put that aside. So I'm going to start over. So we're using one of these envelopes, yellow envelopes. So I marked the size, and what I decided to do is last time I cut it down, I cut it this way, but I really don't want to cover something over the top of that. So what I decided is I'm going to cut that part off instead of the other way around. So I've got it marked here. So let me pull up. I'm going to do this standing up. I've got my bigger cutter here. And I'm actually going to, all right, let me cut this first. And then this will be folded in half. Okay. And then cut this piece off, which I will save for a pocket. So I think when I upload the part 3, this is actually part 4 or part 3 plus, I should say. I'll just fast forward or delete that part of the video because I did not like the way that came out at all. All right, let me fold this. I'll sit down and we will continue on. Well, I'm going to need, well, I have this piece. I chose, I went through my stash of misfit pieces of cardstock, and I saw I had this, and I liked the way that looked behind there because it has a little bit of the rose colors and some of the greens, and I just thought it was a nice, look at my hands are covered in ink. A nice color. So I think before I fold this, it'll be folded this way. I might as well cover the whole thing. So let me just flip this over, and this is the easiest way to do this. And yeah, look how pretty the back side of that is. But I only have one sheet of this left. It's a Stamperia paper line. I actually did a couple projects with this. Very pretty. All right, let me grab I'm gonna grab a pen so I can see it. So we're gonna cut that off and cut this off. So then I have this piece down here I can use as a pocket. All right, so let me cut this little edge off, and this will be a pretty piece to decorate a page in another project. I'll put that aside. And right here, it's just gonna make a simple journal cover. So I have this piece left over. All right, so let's see what we've got here. All right, I think I'll turn it this way. I had folded it, but I'm not worried about that. And then we'll ink this, and that'll go on the inside. So let's glue this down, and I'll probably sew this whole cover when I'm done. And I'm just going to use some tacky glue for this. And then we'll ink it all. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I just love Stamperia paper. I love it. You only get, I think, 10 sheets. And it's printed on both sides, as you can see. So if it's not going to be folded and going into a journal, you know, I hate to cover this up, you know, because it's both sides are always such beautiful prints. So sometimes it's hard to choose. I always go on to see what they've got new. I haven't seen anything new that I love. New paper lines. of or new, you know, a new release lately. So, because I kind of like the working with all the shabby, chic, and vintagey ones. I'm just going to take my brayer and just go over that. Now, you know, we have, this is open, so you can always leave the one side open and you'll have a pocket there. I'm not going to do that because the journal will get too. So now I'm going to fold it. Or do I want to cover the inside first? I'm thinking I might cover the inside first. Well, actually, I'll just do a little fold. I'm going to do a little fold here. Just like that. And then we can put this on. So I want to ink. And I think I'm just going to use a... do I want to use a rose color or just a vintage? I think I'll just do vintage photo. I could use a rose color, a green color, you know, pull out anything. Let me see, what do I have here? Oh, this is my Distress Oxide, so I've got it. I might as well use it. Put that away. And got this one. So I just want to go all the way around here and kind of just vintage this up. Vintagify it. So I'm working on a couple of sister journals. That's what I'm going to call them. Princess journals. And I haven't done any princess journals. It's going to kind of be a fashiony princess theme. All the different princesses, the old princesses like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and Snow White. Okay, what I do want to do right now would be where you would glue these together at the top or the whole thing. If you want to do it. I'm not going to bother with that because I'm going to be sewing it. So it's just a waste of glue. And I think I'm going to have to go and look to see what I have to cover the inside of this. See if I have any other cardstock over there. You don't even have to put something underneath. You could just lay your papers and have this border. And it would just be a, you know, a rougher look. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just glue that down. Or, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue it down, but I think when I sew, I'm going to do a double stitch. I'm going to sew all the way. I'm probably going to sew, not sure, but I do want to sew around this because I kind of like the look of that. Also, I'm thinking, do I want to put a little lace under that? I just don't want it too bulky. This is where you could come in and add a little lace and, or even just a little, let me see, a little cheesecloth or maybe just a little, let me see what this would look like. Oh, that would be pretty. I think I kind of like that. Maybe a little fabric under it. Let me see. Let's see if we... This is just coffee stained muslin. Let me see what this looks like. Maybe just on one side. Let me see what side I want to do that. I gotta find it and get a strip. Yeah, I kind of like that. But you know what? I think I'm not going to do it. No, Bree. Sorry, guys. An airplane. Bree, it's an airplane. It's just an airplane. They've been working in the back. We've been putting the pool in. We're in the 9th month. It's taking forever. and people come and people go, and the deck, when they laid the deck, we laid stone around it. It was so loud here with the saws going for days, and she got unhinged. She's the Chihuahua, and she did not like that. Oh, she did not like those people out there with saws and sawing. And okay, now I want to add this one to the back. That'll cover that little crease. So let's go ahead and ink it. So I'll just be happy when this is done. The project is, it's just 1,001 different excuses why it's taken so long, and all the, you know, the ones you're hearing, supply chain and not enough workers and can't, you know, COVID, people, you know, the workers got COVID, and literally it sat out there and there would be months and nobody would come and work on it. So it's been like frustrating. And the biggest deal is, before we put our little Lucy down, we had the 3 dogs. So I'd have to walk them multiple times a day because we don't have a backyard because it's all dug up. And so the little bit of yard we will have, we have just a small area back there, put it in a small pool. It's not even a big pool. Putting it in so I can exercise in it because of my RA. So, but behind there, there'll be a small little yard, but it's enough to where I'm not having to go out front every hour to take them. And with the 3 dogs, it was getting to be a bit much. So, and then sometimes I babysit sounds so funny, my brother's dog. Okay, so that's the back. Now that would have been pretty for the front too, but I like this because it had the label, but I'll probably use, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to decorate this. Let me see what I have. I have my pile of things here. I did have this, and I thought about putting this on the front, but then, I mean, you could do that. Let me see. But I have, what I want to do is, I had another one of those little labels that I put on the cover. Oh, these are so cute, these little cutouts. I think I might put her on there. Here's this. We have a bird. I think I'm gonna put her on there. She's so cute. I think I'll put a little cheesecloth down and we will put her on there just for something fun, and we'll do a closure on this. I'm not gonna be able to do the inside because I gotta go over and I have to look for, let me get my cheesecloth here. Or do I want to put her maybe on this, a piece of this? I think I'm just going to use the cheesecloth. She's so cute. So that's a little fussy cut that's in that kit. So she can be laid right over top of this cheesecloth. This stuff dyes well. Also, if you guys are new to cheesecloth, most of you I'm sure aren't, but it dyes well at coffee stains, at tea stains, or you can just use it as is, and it's just fun. Okay, let's see. Too much. Let me just take a little off here. All right. I think that's where I want to put her. Right down here. Just add a tiny bit of interest. I'm not trying to add any bulk because it's going to fit in that pocket, and I've got all those pages to sew in. Now I do want to put a pocket on the inside, and you know, I have that nice piece of leftover cardstock, so I think I'll use that. Let's see. Just gonna swap this right down here. Kind of just crunch it up a little bit. Let's see. Yep. I inked this after I fussy cut it, so it would have a nice border. Her die cut, her little images actually do have a little border around them, like a little beige color border, so it makes them nice and quick and easy to cut out. So that's cute. And then this is a pretty color. Maybe I'll use this green as a tie. See if I have another one. And we will, after I sew it, I'll put an eyelet in here and an eyelet in the other side and trim it. Now, I'm going to find some cardstock to put on this cover, and then I'm going to cut this as a pocket. So we're going to put this aside for now. And let me just see something. This should just all fit right in here. Look at that. Yep. Oops. Good fit. Perfect fit, actually. Okay, now let's move on. I'm thinking we're going to decorate. We've got some tags here, but I want to decorate. Let me put that aside. Some of these pockets. Okay, so you saw where I glued the wrong end of this, so I fixed it. So we have these two pockets, and I'm going to put these in like I had said before. And this was part of the kit, but I'll do that last. So let me put these aside because I want to decorate the inside. Now I'm thinking, all right, so we have these when you open the doors. Oops, got a string there. Open the doors, we have these writing pads, okay? So, I have so many fun little things over here. Okay, these are the tags. Okay, we're gonna add, I came and I sewed them on manila folder. I will add grommets to them and they'll go in different places in here. Some of this will go in there. I've got this postcard. I've got this. Now, I wanted a large journaling card here, and I chose this piece. So let's figure out what we're going to put on the top of that and decorate that. Also, I'm thinking, do I want anything on here? I don't think so, because we're going to be writing. And we can put a little label on these deals here. All right, let me see. I had some little labels here somewhere. I had pulled out. I showed you the box on the last thing, and it's lost on my desk. So I wanted to put a couple labels, but this is not the one. And where is that box? Ooh, you know what else we have? These are fun. These are little, like, picture frames. So those could go somewhere. I don't have a lot of room on these pockets, so could do that. That's kind of fun. But that's going to bulk this out even more, I think. Let me see. Oh, I think that'll be okay. But then once you put your, what you call it in. Okay, so then what this will do, we're going to add these, then we'll have a little pocket here and then a little pocket here. So let me go ahead and glue these down. So I'm just looking at my elements over here. I'd cut everything out of the kit. And also, I know that this little fun, these, I'm going to print one more out. These tuck right in here. So you can make lists on these. And I think what I'll do with these is I will just make a little pad of paper on the back. Why don't we do that? And we'll do two of these and tuck those in there. So let me leave that there so I remember that that's where that's going to go. Okay, and we are putting this, where did we say we were putting this? On here. Okay, let me grab my heavier duty glue. So then we'll have a double pocket here. And you can either write on, this would make a nice label, or a little picture would be cute there, or a little illustration. So when I cut this out, then I rounded the corners. So we'll put that on here. I'm just going, you know, normally I figure everything out ahead of time, and I didn't do it with this project, and it's been a little, I feel like I've been all over the place, but this is pretty much how I put together my projects. This is the way it is. So you're watching me in action, and gluing things on backwards and putting pages and journals upside down. Yes, that is me. Let me know if that's you too, so I don't feel alone. Okay, so we got a little double pocket. You don't really have to decorate this stuff too much. It's really stands alone. I do want to decorate the top of this. Let me grab my trims out and do something. I see something. Hold on, let me see if this. I got a scrap box over here. I'm gonna bring my scrap box over here. I think I want to put a little trim on the top of that. And my box of trims. Let me grab my white lace. And you know how I am with trimming things out. It's one of the, I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm just grabbing some pieces of trims I have here. All right, sorry about that. Let me check my time. 22. Trying to keep these short. All right, I saw that, what I do, I have that piece of burlap. It's burlap and, but it's got this color, but that's too thick for there. I wish I just had that color trim. Let me look here and see if I have any. I like that. I think it's like an aqua, kinda, aqua color. I think this is too dark. This is all too dark. Okay. I don't see anything in here I really like. Here, I got this beige. That's nice. I'm going to pull that out. All right, let me put that trim box aside because that's not really what I want. I'm going to pull out some of my white laces. That's kind of fun. I like this little piece. This is like a vintage lace here. And if I put that there, it will not give it much bulk. So let's try to glue that down. All right, I wish I had more beige. Oh, I do. Duh. I wish I had more beige lace. I have all kinds of beige lace. Crochet. There. That's better. Let's see what I have on this. I bought this on Amazon, and it is a great big stack of all different sizes. So I want a fairly narrow one. This one right here. I'm just gonna have to cut it because it's wound so tight that. All right, here's a piece. And we'll use that. I kind of like that. I might put that on a tag. All right, let's put this one here. Just enough, just simple. Are any of you guys interested in knowing how to print on fabric? Let me know, because I think I had done, probably 2 years ago, a video on how to do that. And I printed on muslin, and it really came out beautifully. And I'll do a little tutorial on that. It's not hard. Okay, and then whatever we put up here, we want the same. Now, I do have a couple of, there, see, I did have another one of these. Let me see something. I think I'm gonna put that on here. I'll put the brads in it, and I'll put that right on here. I like that, but this is even better. All right, so I'm gonna put that up there so I don't forget it. Where was I? Okay, now I wanna do some trim up here, and then probably, I was thinking if I had, this tab is just a little bit too big, but I like it. I'm gonna see if I can cut this down. Let me cut this down a little bit, and I have my scissors over here somewhere. Yep. I'm gonna just, this is in the kit. All right, I hope I didn't make it too short. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Let me grab my inker. Just see what I have left on my ink. Just round these corners a little bit more. And that's better. I'll glue that, and I will let me move it away from here, and maybe add a little, before I glue that, let me find that little piece of, let me see what this looks like here. This feels like it's been starched. It's not quite thick enough. Let me see. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this trim. Whoops, I had this piece, so. All right, and that will go, no, oops, nope, it'll go like this. So I think I'll just glue it to the back of this first, and then we'll glue that whole thing down. And I will take this and sew it all the way around, like I did the tags. Come on. All right, let's try to even this out. There we go. And then glue that right down to the top of the it's like a journaling card. And both sides can be written on, so that's nice. at the top. That's cute. And with all these little roses and flowers she has on this, these are so well done. And come in with some glossy accents and really make it cute. Okay, so that's gonna fit in there. And let's see what else we got. As far as tags, we could put something else right in here. Maybe that little postcard, or this is Pawson Seeds. Put that in there, 1983. And then a little calling card. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe I'll stick that right in behind. Very cute. Let's see what else I've got. I want to use up a lot of my ephemera. This little ABC. Okay, so that's in there. Okay, we wanted to make, I wanted to show you, made this little booklet with a little pocket, and these were with cutoffs. And when you make your little booklet, I just take it to the machine and sew it down the middle. Okay, so that's gonna pop in somewhere, probably inside the journal. What did I want to do next? These, okay. I showed you how we made these. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to punch the hole in the middle. I had to wait for the glue to dry, and then we're going to attach it on the rose. But we're going to, okay, let's get the hole. I need the big hole because, let's see if I can get it right in the middle. All right. So it went all the way through, and we built it up a little bit so it will sit up. Now, I want it in the middle of the rose, so I think I'm just going to put it right there and get a pen, and I'm going to measure, whoops, where the hole is. Right there. Okay, so then we are going to very careful, oh, here. We're going to make a little paper pad for the back of that. And very carefully come over there and line this up. Okay, so now I have that hole. It's easier to do it this way. Now I did ink everything. So now with that, I had put, there they are, a couple of eyelets. You can either do this with brads. Okay, you can just put brads through here, or you can use eyelets. So I'm gonna do an eyelet because I kind of like the look of that. And just pop that right through that hole. And we are going to make sure I have the right eyelet size. Squeeze. And okay, and there it is. Okay, so I am going to do the same thing on the other one. I still have to make it, so just going over that again, you're going to glue 3 pieces together, and then you're going to cut around it and make a little, see how this is now, you can get a thread, you can get some, I'll use probably embroidery floss behind there, and that will be our string, or you can just use string. But see how that's coming along? I want to decorate the back. Let me look at the time. Okay, we're about done. So when we come back, we're going to finish out the journal and decorate the back here and figure out what we're going to put in here. Maybe just some tags, but maybe a couple other journaling cards, and we'll load that out and put the journal together. And we will be pretty much done with the desk set. Now I'm going to find some scraps and coffee dyed scraps, and I'm going to make a little scrappy flip up page here for lists, and that's going to go, I'm going to make 2, and that's what's going to go in each side of this. Probably with this I will just do a little brad there, and that'll give a little bit of embellishment on that. Okay guys, I hope you're enjoying this series, and let me know and give me a thumbs up please, and maybe a comment, that'd be great, and share with a friend. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.